The Oppo Reno 10X Zoom. The last time we saw this phone, it was within the confines of a dimly lit demo zone and it was the pre-release unit running on pre-release software. Today we have a retail unit running on final firmware, so let's quickly unbox it and take a look. Now, if you do end up liking what you see in this video, please do consider turning on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Hey guys, Ash here, you're watching C4Retech. And let's get started. So this box, if it looks familiar, it's because it's similar to what we've seen with the regular Reno, quite long and narrow. It shows the back cameras of the Reno 10X Zoom and also says 10X Zoom to the bottom. So let's open this up here, and once we do, what we get inside is yet another box. This one doesn't have much, just a few regular booklets. So let's set them aside. And now finally the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom itself. We've got the highlights mentioned to the front. Peeling the plastic off, this is the jet black variant. I gotta say, the sleek design with the glossy back and the green ceramic dot, the Reno 10X Zoom looks quite beautiful. Let's set it aside for the time being though and be done with the box contents. So what else has Oppo included here? There's a textured case. This one actually reminds me of Oppo's sandstone finish, from the early OnePlus devices. I really like that feel, and I liked it then, I like it here too. It's also got a long vertical cutout that shows off not just the cameras but also the Oppo branding. Now moving on, we have a VOOC 3.0 fast charger. This is supposed to help charge the 10X Zoom from 0 to 75 in 30 minutes. That's insane. It's quite an impressive claim by Oppo. We then have a green Type-C cable and a pair of USB Type-C earphones. Yep, there is no headphone jack here, but Oppo has included earphones in the box that kinda does soften the blow. There is still no Type-C to 3.5mm converter, just like with the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now the earphones themselves, they kinda do look premium, and they come with a set of replaceable ear tips as well. And I almost forgot, tucked underneath the Type-C cable is this SIM ejector pin. And that's about it for the box contents. Now coming back to the Reno, Oppo's gone with Gorilla Glass 6 for protection here on the Reno 10X. And that is what's covering the 6.6-inch AMOLED panel. The aspect ratio of this panel is 19.5 by 9 and the resolution is Full HD+. This AMOLED panel, it looks good. The colors are quite vivid, the blacks are inky. Now this is what we hear about all AMOLED panels, and nothing is really different. The viewing angles are excellent, consuming media, whatever you do, you're gonna really enjoy this panel. Oppo seems to have gone with something excellent here. And given an AMOLED panel as expected, it does come with an in-display fingerprint scanner underneath it. And this fingerprint scanner, it worked just fine in the time I spent with it. It was fast, it had no issues recognizing my fingerprint. In-display fingerprint scanners these days, they keep getting faster and faster, almost as fast as physical fingerprint scanners. Now, the display itself, it's all screen, minimal bezels here. We've seen brands use a lot of different ways to achieve this all-screen look, and Oppo here has gone with a motorized camera. But this implementation, it's a little quirky. Meet the shark fin selfie camera. It pops out at an 11-degree angle, and it takes only 0.8 seconds to do so. Oppo claims to have tested this for 200,000 uses, and they have safety measures in place like all other motorized cameras. It does retract in case it senses a drop. As far as optics go, this is a 16-megapixel selfie camera with a f2 lens, and it manages to take quite good-looking selfies. So it's quite interesting to say the least. And above this, we have a secondary noise-cancelling microphone, and below the shark fin selfie is this slit. Here's where we get the earpiece output. It also manages to double as a stereo speaker, and the combined speaker output from this and the one at the bottom, the loudspeaker, it is quite loud. Other placements include the power button to the right, volume keys to the left, the USB Type-C port, primary mic, and that speaker to the bottom. Here we also find a tray. This one can take 2 SIMs or a SIM and a micro SD card. So we have a hybrid solution in case we want to increase storage via micro SD. But then again, odds are we're not going to want to, since Oppo already provides quite a lot of storage. The Reno 10X is available in flavors of 128 or 256 gigs of storage. That is UFS 2.1, by the way. Now that is to go along with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. Now from a performance perspective, the Reno 10X Zoom is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chip. So that's all flagship grade internals here. So whatever it is that you want to do with the Reno 10X, you're not going to be found lacking for power. So from purely a performance perspective, Oppo seems to have got all its bases covered. So on the software side of things, we have ColorOS 6 running on top of Android 9 Pie. It's got the ColorOS 6 changes like an app drawer, new notification toggles, better gesture support, and so on. So whatever you do here on the 10X, given all that beefy internals, it feels fast and snappy. Now for more information on ColorOS 6 and its features, check out my dedicated video on the same. I'll leave a card here. By the way, backing all this up is a 4065 mAh battery, which, like I said at the start of this video, comes with support for VOOC 3.0 charging. So Oppo claims it can go from 0 to 75 in just 30 minutes, which, like I said, is quite impressive. The other thing that is impressive about the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom is, well, that 10X zoom. So let's talk about that now. Now to the back, this phone comes with a triple camera setup. The cameras don't protrude, they kind of sit flush. There's a little ceramic dot here to make sure the cameras don't come in contact with the surface when you place the phone down. The primary camera here, it's the Sony IMX586, just like we've seen on every other flagship so far. This is the 48 megapixel sensor, same as on the Redmi Note 7 Pro or the OnePlus 7 Pro. It is coupled with a f1.7 lens with optical image stabilization. Then there is an 8 megapixel 120 degree ultra wide, and finally a 13 megapixel 5x periscope zoom telephoto lens. Now this is kind of like what we've seen on the Huawei P30 Pro. Now the difference here is that this is a f3 lens, while the one on the P30 Pro was f3.4. Oppo's gone a bit weird with the zoom though. You have ultra wide, then regular, so far so good. Then there is a 2x. Now this is software zoom. Why is that included? That's fine, that's fine. Here's where it gets weird. The next option is 6x. 5x is optical, 6x is optical plus a little bit of software. And then this 10x, which is purely hybrid. So why 6x? Weird, right? Anyway, as far as software zoom goes, the Reno 10X one-ups the P30 Pro and goes all the way up to 60x. I don't think this performs as well as the P30 Pro though. Sadly, I don't have a P30 Pro with me anymore to test them side by side. But at least that's how I felt. That said, the cameras still feel excellent. The performance, the reach it gets, I really liked using these cameras, at least in the limited time I got to spend with them. I will end up testing them out more and talk a lot more about these in the full review. They kind of felt really impressive. I really like what Oppo's been doing with their cameras, and here with the Reno 10X Zoom, it's been quite impressive. Oppo's also got a new Ultra Night Mode 2.0. It gets nice looking low light shots. So that's pretty much it for the Reno 10X Zoom. As of shooting this video, I don't have any pricing information. I will let you guys know via a pinned comment and the description once I know more. But in the meantime, what do you think is a fair price for the Reno 10X Zoom? Let me know in the comments below. And anyway, I guess that's it for this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Please do subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And if you've not watched either of these videos or checked out our other channel FTJ, you can go ahead, do that now. You may just end up liking it. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.